Hello, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't trimmed my eyebrow hairs as Lee Larson suggests I should, but needed to talk with you regarding uh, these last days right before the election. We're anticipating a shock uh, down both with gold and with oil. We're consistent. We think WTI, uh, while we can't trade it, we're suggesting that we're changing that, and we're saying we'll see 28 before we'll see 60 again. We have been on our website, and we have consistently said 28 before 60. Now, I know there's a lot of room in there, but that's the way we trade. Because what you have to know, the way we trade, we have an expectation of knowing direction. And we can be wrong, but we trade with no fear and a consistent belief that we know direction that the whales are going to go. And right now, the whales are having a time because we are anticipating shocks. Could be a shock upward or a shock downward. Now, that may seem a weasel word, but we are short. We believe short, both gold to 1720 and oil to 28. We may not get there, but that's where we are. We're not trading the other pairs right now because of all the physical stimulus and the coronavirus, and we're just going to, as they say in the country songs, we're going to dance with the ones that brung us. So be ready. We have competing views, but we want you to be ready. Now, you can be on the sideline, but that's not our style either. So we take a position, we try to explain why we have that position, and since we trade on the monthly charts, it our decisions are not made on a knee-jerk reaction. And remember, we trade according to Ed Sakota, Sam Seiden, M&E, and Ken Mann. And we've developed what we call the Nosbig's Paladin process. And we're automating it, and hopefully by Q2 21, we'll have an app. And it will be free for a subscription model. It'll cost $29.95, something like that. Price point will be very achievable. It will be only for those who are natured to be a speculator. So this is not your pin money. This is not your safety money. This is money that you are willing to, as we say, risk it all. Yes. Uh, and we encourage you to visit YouTube and watch a couple of the early episodes of Have Gun Will Travel, and that's our moniker now. We started as Stephen Gibson, that's our given name, and Ken Mann back in 2012 named me Nosbiggs, and that's simply my last name backwards with my first initial. And over the last 6 or 7 months, I've decided to become Paladin. So this is the Nosbiggs Paladin process. We have a Nosbiggs Paladin process for changing your brain, and we always encourage you to try naturopathy because we're a 23-year experienced traditional naturopath. We plan to run for governor in whenever the next cycle is. If Cooper wins, we'll come directly after him immediately because we already have the infrastructure and the people to pull it off. Big shout out to Xavier and Aaron, who now own 10% of Trading Consultants, the corporate entity. And we have a big thankful for Lee Larson and all the people who have gotten us to this point. And a special shout out to my son and his children. And a really big shout out to my dad and my mom in heaven, having a good time. I love you all. Paladin out for the night.